episode 9 of season 1 of the Lade Out podcast presented by the New York Red Bulls. And we have a doozy here today. We got a doozy here today.
A doozy.
B. I think
sense.
B. Ooh.
B. That's what
B.
I'm on a one initial basis now with him. So it's
B,
nice.
T.
B, T, and C. The king is back in the city.
It's a slow.
Thierry Henry. Hey,
It's a slow. Hey, the Lloyd Sam.
You guys are crazy.
Hey. No,
My
T,
man.
thank you.
yeah.
No, thanks for having me, but there is only one king in New York, and it's Bradley.
Oh, stop it.
Bradley.
Don't do this.
Yes.
Don't
That's
do
true. You know it. Stop being humble. Embrace it.
I'm just wondering how I got in this room between you guys, but you know what? I'm just happy to be
Stop,
here.
Nick, stop.
So this is gonna be good. But thank you for
Morristown's
coming
finest.
on here to. Obviously
Thanks for
join
having
in.
me. I said yes right away when I knew it was you guys.
Hey.
Have
Okay.
some unfinished business.
How long you here, T? How long you stayed here?
You know what? I was here before, but I'm going to be here for a week. I leave after I've been here for 2 days because I was with them in Miami and Vegas. I skipped Dallas. Whoops. Too hot. Well, I was also in Miami and Vegas, in all fairness. But no, I'm leaving after the game on Sunday.
Yeah.
Going back home in London.
Home of the greats. London.
You know.
London or New York?
No, it's different for me. Look, this is... Emotionally, I can't detach myself from London.
Because you're like, people don't know, but you're like a South Londoner.
How do you know that?
You're a South Londoner. What's the what's the thing?
No, you know what? It's because of Julian
Are you
Gray.
that? Oh yeah,
Are you
Julian
that
Gray.
me this? No, it's because Julian was. I used to go and see Julian Gray in South London, actually in Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if it was rough or not rough. I was just going there,
Yeah.
and so. But then you arrive there and you're like, oh. But then I was with Julian, his brothers, and it was kind of okay. And people give you love in London, even in South London. People give you love. They have that respect about if you play the game and you've done it, they give you that
You're
respect.
gonna get
right?
it, but like,
you're
yeah,
gonna
for sure.
you're gonna get that respect, and so. But to go back to the question, London is home.
Yeah.
But if you talk about city, New York for me, nothing beats
That's
New
amazing,
York.
isn't it? That's amazing.
But I don't even count London in anything. I don't compare London to anything because it's home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything changed for me personally and professionally
Yeah.
there. So nothing will ever beat that. So
Yeah.
home is London.
Yeah.
I mean, we're happy that you're back in the city, and obviously we know that you still love this place, and this city loves you. Obviously, I mean, walking around here, you still, you getting recognized a lot. Like, what's going on? I mean, I know you can't really go
can't
anywhere
not
without getting
recognize-
recognized. So, since you've been
it
back-
happens, Connor. It happens, but it's kind of we always get the love of the Red Bulls fans.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, they let me know. Yesterday I went to do something. I had a meeting and people knew I was coming in, and they won. One guy had an Arsenal jersey because he knew I was coming. Another guy had a Red Bull jersey because I was coming.
Yeah.
But you get it. Like I said, it's people. I've been asked a question yesterday about titles and all of that, and it does matter. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's what you transmit to people.
Facts.
What you do transcend on the field, and when people can relate to you and how you used to play, whether you win or you didn't win.
Yeah.
When they can relate, when you have that connections with the fan, it always stays. And that's what I felt here, And when I first arrived, I don't know if you remember, Connor, because you were not you were not with us.
This
You
was
were
going to be my
definitely
next
not
thing.
Yeah.
No, but when I arrived there, people let me know, I remember a mistake from my part. I arrived, I had only 1 week holiday from finishing the season.
Yeah.
They asked me if you want to play straight away, and I went, yes.
Why
I
not?
shouldn't
Yeah.
have played, I
Yeah.
wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to get going because I had a full
course.
season, not even a week off or whatever it was.
it's
And then I
difficult.
came to play straight away. First game was in, I think, Dallas,
Yeah.
35 degrees.
That was
This is what people from Europe, they
What?
don't get.
No,
it.
but
They
I
don't
wasn't even
understand.
ready. I wasn't
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
Brad, I wasn't even ready. My teeth were sweating.
in the middle of
Everything
summer.
was sweating.
Dallas. Oh my.
Man.
And for you,
Like-
it's different because they're looking at, this is Thierry Henry. Show me something.
Yeah.
The man's not fit. It's boiling hot.
Yeah.
Hey, show me. Do something
I
Thierry Henry.
remember I played with Juan Pablo front, kickoff, he rolled the ball just like the ball. I looked at the ball, I was like, you want me to get this?
That's
Are
too
you
far.
mad? And it was tough. Then obviously the year after it got a bit better, but the fans did let me know. They were like, what the heck is this?
Yeah. This is not
Then,
what we-
woke me up, how it is, couple of exchanges. That's how it is. That's how I am also. They let me know, I let them know. And then it's all love.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. And I like people in New York because they let you know what's what.
Yeah.
They will let you know what's what. It doesn't matter.
I feel like that fits your style, like 100%. That's you.
That's me, Connor. You know, it's like if you don't want me to do anything, just let me sleep. But if you wake me up,
let's go.
You
Let's
wake
work.
me up. That's something I still have that in me. You know, I cannot take that away. I changed because, you know, I don't battle anymore. I don't compete anymore. You know, it's all me or you, so it's got to be me.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's different. But if you still kind of poke me, it's on.
Hey, and
you know?
You saying that is funny because there'll be some games where it's hard. We didn't get going. You remember at that time, I'm not afraid to say, we didn't really have a style of play. No, we didn't though.
I didn't say it.
No, but let's be real. We didn't really have a style of play, but we had Thierry. We had some. It's real. It's real. Woo! We had some ballers, but then sometimes we didn't start off well. We're not playing too good. And then a defender. I remember one. I forget his name, and if I remembered, I wouldn't even say it anyway. Columbus left back. He was mouthy all the time. This guy
wasn't Columbus left back.
Who?
You know what it is? He went to Seattle after. Remember well, centre back.
Centre back, and he just talking, and then he started winding TT up.
Marshall.
Wait, I thought you said left back.
Yeah,
no,
there was
but
another guy. There was another guy. So maybe this
really?
is twice. There was another guy.
I don't know.
But there was a couple occasions they would start talking to T. Don't beat that out if you do it if you want. Okay. They start talking to T, and then as soon as they do that, I'm just like this.
Yeah.
Go time.
Yeah.
It's go time, and I used to love that. And you used to tell me,
edge?
I need the lights. I need the lights. I used to love that. I swear, if we were like low, we weren't playing well, and somebody talked to T, it's on now.
Brad's going around the field, just talk.
No, but sometimes I was looking for an argument with myself, with my feet, with the grass, or with anyone that would want one, because I needed that to wake me up sometimes.
I loved it.
And you know how it is. You arrive sometime at the Red Bull Arena, and there is it's 5 more degrees there. Yes. You know when you arrive and you park in the car park.
Yeah.
And then you that little walk from the car park to the. I was like, how am I going to play today? It's so hot.
So hot, humid. It's like it gets stuck in there.
Then I was a bit, you kind of like.
Yeah.
You get lethargic and then the crowd gets you going and everything. Obviously when you play DC, when you play Philly, and when you play New England, you didn't need that because it's a rivalry.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you kind of, and then I needed all the ref or something, an offside when I thought I was an offside, and then it's on. But then when I was sleeping though. That's one of the things.
Yeah, I mean. That competitive fire, I don't think I've ever seen anyone with
like
that though, and it's just like naturally in you. And so, what outlet? You said you changed, but do you still have an outlet for when that does spring up right now?
No, poke him now and see.
No,
come on.
No, you know what? I don't compete anymore. So, like I said earlier, it's all me or you.
Yeah.
So it's got to be me.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. There is no other way. Oh, no, there's no other way. It's got to be me or you. It's got to be me. So it's no other way. So I have to find a way to bypass you or to do something, get in your head or something, or letting you know, even if you want, I left something there. It's a little scratch or something. That's how the game goes, and at the end, it's the end, and you give the guy the respect when the ref blow the whistle. But as long as the ref didn't blow the whistle, it's going to be a fight. And you know that, Connor, we always had that. I saw when I arrived at Montreal, because when I came back, I saw a lot of stories that you guys actually talked about, and you guys talked about me. And and you guys know that, I was annoying, but always for the good of the team.
No, that was...
Yeah, but always for the good of the team. At the time, it's difficult to see why, because you're like, whoa, this guy is crazy. But then when I leave, then you're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
But then I was gone.
It's too late now.
And I wished, one thing that I wished, I don't have any regrets or anything, but I wish that at times you guys understood what I was saying. It wasn't for me to be better, it was for the team to be better.
Yeah. I don't think that was everyone though, T. I didn't feel like that. I know a lot of people that didn't feel like that. There's one or two that they felt, T's mean, T's like this. Mean.
But I was.
I don't know. I don't know if it's
mean.
mean. Honestly, I don't know if it's mean. I came from England, and that's how players used to talk to each other. That's how things got done.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit different over here, but it was normal. if you
But
miss,
I always remember that. You remember when we played? Was it Houston?
Yeah,
And they bullied you. Well, bullied you not in that way, but they were playing diagonal ball on you every single time.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Connor. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Like, how is he accepting to? And I remember you. And I remember the whole week after, you told that story, I saw it, the whole week after I played on the left.
You saw it.
No, it was, I didn't play that first one because we played them back to back.
Yeah, we played them back to back.
But I think Soli played right back that game because I remember before that, you were saying that Kanji was just getting the ball on the sideline, having a tea, having a cappuccino.
Yeah, he did.
And then I remember that whole week because then Hans told me I was going to start it right back that game. And then you played there that entire week, and I remember every touch hit me.
Yeah, it's true.
And for me as a young kid, I'm like, listen, Thierry Henry's telling you to hit you,
don't
and I come
hurt.
up and I'm like, give you a little nudge, and then you just take me by my shirt and hitting me into you. But honestly, that
help.
Listen, that was probably one of the best games I played. That next game.
Yeah.
And because I knew they were, targeting you guys, and for me as a teammate, I don't want to see that, and I couldn't do anything else in the game because I'm far away from that when it happens. I can't do anything. Yeah. So I was like, okay, if you play, I'm going to go on you all week and be rough. And I was rough. I think at one point you took the ball and I tackled you from behind, and I went, oh, it's on, good. Then you kicked me, and then the rest is history.
No, I love that.
But that's the only way for me. I know now the new generation, and don't get me wrong, I'm an assistant coach now, and I'm talking on when I was a player. Now we're talking about when I was a player.
Yeah.
Right.
Different story. You can't do that now as a coach.
Yeah.
You have to talk. But when I was a player, that was the only way for me, like to make you understand that this is what you're going to deal with at the weekend. And Konji was on fire that season, I remember. And yeah, you dealt with that after, but yeah, it was a bit rough. But I'm glad that you took it well because I saw what you said after, and I saw all the stories that came out. Because at one point I wasn't getting annoyed. I will be honest, I wasn't getting annoyed, but only the in bracket the negative stuff coming out sometimes. And I'm like,
that's always
why?
But can we balance it out with and you know me, I will never say anything.
Yeah.
So whatever people were saying, I take it and I move on.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not like that though. People, this is my thing. I was saying to Con in the car. Sorry to cut you, T, but I think even me as an Arsenal fan growing up, I used to think Thierry, Perez. I used to think these guys are like arrogant. But I loved you guys. They were my heroes. But even how they celebrate, they would score the best goal ever. Just do this.
Yeah.
Just little taps like on the head, and I think, what's wrong with these guys? But it's until you have to meet Thierry to understand how funny he is, like a big kid. Anything he does is like to try and help the player.
Yeah.
And people don't, I guess they don't want to see that.
And I never said thank you because guys, when I left, you remember I called you out the day after I talked in the press conference room at the Red Bull Arena. But then I never saw those I never saw you guys after those stories came out. When you guys talk about the positive side of it, then I was happy in all fairness because I was like, look, I never want anyone I didn't want you to think that I wanted anything, bad to happen to you or I was doing to be upset with you guys, and I just wanted the place to be professional. You guys to be professional. You guys to understand what it takes to get better every day, every single day. Because if you don't, someone will. And then things got lost in translation. Sometimes I was like, "What? They don't understand what it is." And people were like, "Oh, but you played for great clubs." I said, "Who's talking about great clubs?
Yeah.
That's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Be on time. Don't go out. Don't drink. Respect your teammates. Work hard every single day. Be the best version that you can be every single day." But it seems like it was like asking someone to go on the moon.
Yeah, it's because it's coming from you. People, there's the intimidation. It's just weird. Some people don't take that well.
It's just the basics for me. I'm not asking you to take the ball and dribble past everyone.
Yeah.
Oh well, one time I remember
here it comes. Here it comes.
This is the best story.
Which
so one time we're doing
training?
Yeah.
No, you're not going to.
We're telling.
Oh my God.
So the midfield, we're trying to build out and go to score. We're attacking. We're doing build out.
Yeah.
And
don't name names.
No. The midfielders at the time they wasn't turning and they weren't playing forward. And I made the mistake of saying to TA, they were all moaning saying, "Yo, it's kind of tight. It's too tight." Then I was like, T was like, it's not tight. We're talking whatever up front. Then I go, T, it's kind of tight. He looked at me like. Then I knew. Then I was like,
no, but remember well, we won't name names. We won't name names.
We won't name names.
Yeah. We started.
Let me finish this quickly, please.
Okay.
Because then he looks at me like this. He's like, oh, it's too tight? It's too tight? I was like, it seems it. They're struggling. So he runs back. He gets the ball from like the keeper, turns, bodies someone, dribbles past someone, plays me in. I score. He's just, I know now, as I'm jogging back, he's going to be looking. I look at him, he's like, is it still too tight? Is it still? And I'm just like, bro, everyone can do that. That's amazing.
I remember, but it's you know, it's tough as a player because you, like for me, like I could see that it wasn't tight.
Yeah.
Because of with my abilities and what I could see. You know, and the same thing happened, I don't know if you remember one of them names, when one of our midfielder one time said, Thierry, stop dropping. I'll bring the ball to you. I don't know.
Okay.
No, I didn't say anything. Yeah. And then Mike at the time, obviously I was the coach, said, Thierry, stay up. Okay. 1 ball, 2, 3, 4. Then suddenly I went to get it, and then the same thing happened. But, you know, you don't do that to disrespect people. I just want the ball to go forward. And by the way, you scored, not me.
Yeah, it's true. It wasn't about you.
I didn't want to show both. Yeah. I couldn't care less. But I was doing that to help the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not to help myself or whatever it is. But, you know, I was stupid like that sometimes. You know. But it was for the good of the team. Yeah. You know,
I don't think we used you as well as we could have. But I think that comes down to a lot of things. But I don't think my time at Red Bull when you were there, I don't think we used you. I think we should have used you more as a voice of, you know, someone you get advice from. Also, not just a player, but I think they could have used you a bit better. That's my opinion.
Yeah, listen,
I think they were more fighting. It was more of a...
Yeah, because when you... Look, and I needed that. I needed to be told also when I wasn't doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. That's what the team is about. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get that sometimes. Yeah. That's what I expect from others. That's what I expect from myself. That's what makes a team. You have to hold each other accountable. Yeah. You can't be scared and everything. But yeah, you know, I remember that last run we had. If we started to play like that the whole season, play in that shape the whole season, I don't know what could have happened. Right. But then we started to play like that the last
so annoying
7 to 8 games.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Anyway, with Peggy, anyone. I mean, we had Dax, Tim. Yeah. Hey. That team wasn't bad.
We had some decent players.
We got done New England.
Yeah,
that goal.
Man.
Then team has a 2-1 goal. Anyway, we're not going to go back. But no, overall, what I was trying to do is to try to bring that professionalism in. And yes, I'm a bit vocal. Yes, sometimes I can be much. I will say, but the thing was always for the good of the team. And as you said, Brad, I was a bit a closed book also. It was sometimes, I knew that people wouldn't dare to get close to me because they didn't understand the switch. Right. They didn't understand the switch because I can joke with you in the tunnel or even on the corner, and then the second after, tell you something else. And then people were like, but you just joked with me. We just laughed. And then, like I could, as you know, I could bring you anywhere, like make you share everything that I had or whatever, and then kill you 1 second after. And people were like, wait, and then they couldn't understand the switch. When you pass the line, it's over. It's done. We're playing.
I get that,
I get it. I don't think there's enough of that right now. I feel like the game is changing right now, and I don't see enough people like
holding each other accountable.
Yeah, I mean, I think I needed that. Like as a young player, for me, like when we talked about that training sessions in that week. But I remember before the game, you gave me probably like a 15-second hug before that game, and just talked about what we did that entire week, and that was like the perfect training week for me to get me ready for that game.
You know what it was also? I think. Because I would never have done that on the field. For example, I would have given you a good dressing room, and on the field, people would have seen that I'm pissed, or I'm happy, or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't an actor.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's fake though.
I want them names.
I know. Hey, I know.
I wasn't an actor. So then, people saw the upset me all the time, and so they couldn't balance it out with what they couldn't see.
Yeah, because they're not seeing the other stuff.
Yeah, and then they're like, you know. But you know, look, Connor, we're talking about the new generation. The new generation, it's different. You can't look the way I've been brought up is not. How can I put that into word? It doesn't work now. Mm-hmm. What I know and I thought was for sure, it's the total opposite now.
That's crazy.
Like, I couldn't speak to my coach. You speak to your coach, you tell him, like, you have a problem or whatever it is, you're not playing the day after. Yeah. Now your coach will tell you, if you have a problem, knock on my door, let me know if you're not feeling well. Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, it's good.
But it needs to be a balance.
It's good, but it needs to be a certain balance. And that's the problem with everything in life. You need to balance everything out. But if you're trying to be a killer, you're trying to be a killer. So to balance it out with showing vulnerability or empathy, it's tough to do it sometimes, especially in the heat of a battle. In the heat of a battle, I'm not going to say, Connor, would you? If you know, and I'm very expressive, you know, as you guys know. Like, so, you know, it was much at time, but the new generation now is difficult because just the look gone. You know, some players just disappear after a look or after, like, you say something or you expose them in front of people. You know, there's a lot of pictures, there's a lot of pretending to be, and there's nothing in. Mm-hmm. But because do we allow the new generation? Do we actually let? What are we creating? Are we creating leaders or followers? Mm-hmm. So because now you're chewing everything for the new generation. They don't. I'm not saying they don't learn. It's not what I'm saying. But I remember back in the days. So you need to find the right balance. Back in the days. Is like, you're not playing. Figure it out.
There was no explanation. There was no.
Which it's bad because I need an explanation. I need to grab something in order to do something with it. Like, tell me what am I doing wrong? So therefore, right, you lost people along the way because they were weak and they couldn't deal with it. And then the strong guys did find a way, but you lost a lot of people along the way. Now, it's not bad what I'm going to say, but now a lot of people that are not supposed to arrive where they arrive, they do arrive there because they're less exposed to battle. Mm-hmm. But the new generation is like that. Like I say to my daughter all the time, they see something they want because they see it, but they don't talk about the how.
How to get it.
How do you get there? Mm-hmm. What do you do in order to get there? They see, they want. Like, even, you know, you go on anything, you see picture, you don't even know the price. I want that. Really? Do you know what it is? Do you know how much? Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, you know, people don't think like that. It's way different. And also there is another thing now. Like, my tools are not your tools. We don't have the same toolbox, right? Now it's okay to be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. It's okay to share emotions. That emotion, because people always struggle to share the emotion part of the game of yourself that's going to make you cry, or you're going to expose yourself, or you're going to be vulnerable. Now it's less taboo. So then therefore that's why your coach now or whoever has to put that on the table and be less rough, more talkative. And you yourself have to show also vulnerability so that your team can understand that they can be also vulnerable with you. Like, I'm not going to go back to what I said, but back in the days, being vulnerable, it wasn't possible. If you go and say to you in pain? No, I'm not in pain. Can you play tomorrow? Then you leave the room, you're like, hey, I can't bend my knee. But you can't say it. Now you will go, coach, I think I might skip this game because I'm not feeling well, you know, and all these type of things, which I'm not saying is wrong, but you need to find the right balance. And I think being in the game now on the other side of it, sometimes too much info kill the info. Meaning, I remember back in the I didn't know if I was going to pull my hamstring. I only knew it when I pulled it. And I pulled my hamstring one time. I was at the Red Bull Arena, actually.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was the first time I pulled my hamstring. But You were always going to the max.
Yeah.
Now you would have the sports science guy that would say, "Hey,
it's close.
you're in the red.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you come train." So now I said the info kill the info, because knowing that if you're a bit weak in your mind, you're like, "Oh, I can't play tomorrow.
I can't play. Yeah.
When before you felt it, but you're like, okay, you're trusting your body.
You can manage it. Yeah.
So we don't now train guys to be in the red. So that's why when they enter the red in the game, they can't cope with the red.
They can't go. Yeah,
because they don't train in the red. But also, you don't want to end up killing players.
Yeah.
Because you don't want at the end of the season that the guy, when you need to perform in the playoff, is not there.
But isn't that the game though? Are we doing too much? Isn't that the game?
No, but you have to adapt with the time you live in.
Them guys retired me. The numbers guys, when they show me iPads after the game, like, yep, this is you done this, or I'm just about to walk off. I feel tired. They tell me, now you got 2 runs. Then you can go in.
Yeah, because they need to meet their numbers.
But this is crazy, though.
Yeah, but
we're in the middle of training sometimes. The guy will come over, now you can't play one more game. It's competition. This team needs to win the next game, so they understand that they need. We're fighting. We're in a place now where we need to win games.
Yeah. But that's it.
The session's off because the iPad said.
You're going on another side now, right? Obviously, trying to be a coach and doing your thing. Yeah. You sit differently when you're on the other side, I would say, but still, the game has to talk last. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it has to be a game decision. Mm-hmm. Having saying that, you need to not be stupid when someone is coming back from a big injury or you play back-to-back game, 35 degrees, 80% humidity, 4th game.
Yeah.
Is he, so it's, for me, the best would be a mix of the old generation with the new generation. Right. But how do you reach that point? How? When? When is it too much? When is it not enough? Right. It's not always easy. I see it, I couldn't care less what the coach could think before. When I was a player, you're mad. like, why are we not playing like that? We should do this, we should do that, or whatever. You never care about how the coach feels. Is he okay? Is everything okay at home?
No.
You don't care about the mental health of your coach because he cares about everybody, right? Who cares about him?
Yeah, it's true.
Nobody. So it's a different ball. It's a different ball game, and people, now it's about numbers. It's about, did you do 20? You were supposed to do 10 sprints of if you don't meet that, you have to do the 2 sprints that you're missing after training.
Yeah.
But look, it's a different ball game. It's very difficult to compare eras, and that's why it shouldn't be compared. But you need to find the right balance. But having said that, the more voices you add in a room, and the more it is difficult to find a common goal.
Yeah, facts.
Because back in the days, it was the coach talking.
He says it's done.
You didn't agree? You didn't have a voice.
Yeah.
Like I always say, that's the only thing you have and you don't have is the choice. Because if you only have one choice, then you don't have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's true.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But if you go in your wardrobe right now, if you have only that T-shirt and that short, what do you wear tomorrow?
That's this. Yeah.
What? In the morning, That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You wouldn't even think.
Yeah, it's true.
You will watch that tonight and put it tomorrow.
That's pretty much how Brad is living right now.
That's how I live.
No, but you know what I mean. And so this is what I'm saying. The new generation now, which is great because they can talk, they can have an opinion, they can have a voice. But sometimes when you have a problem right in front of you, if you have a lot of way to a lot of door to exit that little problem, then you avoid it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not good also to only have one way, of thinking, of doing, and that's what I do, and that's it. Yeah. Like we were back in the days. Don't complain, don't bring happiness, don't bring sadness. I don't want to know, can you play? Play. And that's about it. But now you have a lot of exit, a lot of options, a lot of, I won't say excuses. There's sometimes good one, there are facts, but still, I like it because I don't also like the shut up and play because it's not great. At one point you can't do it, so it has to be some type of balance. Not that I have the answer about that one, but for me, at the end of the day, footballer always has to be on top of everything. For me,
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna switch topics a little bit right now because that was good though.
Yeah.
But T, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Team Triple Espresso. You know what I'm talking about?
20 years ago.
Remember the cage?
Oh my God.
20 years ago.
You guys remember that?
The Scorpions.
I remember that.
Yeah, because for you, you're in. This is our childhood.
Brad and I were talking about this on the way over.
My gosh.
That they don't make commercials like that anymore.
Nah.
Like that.
Wow. You guys.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Wow.
I remember my brother and I collected all those cards of each team. But
Really?
Oh, we had we got like a replica one of those balls. There was no chrome left on it. It like flaked all over our house. But we're talking about like how cool that must have been to actually like do something like that with the types of players. Like,
You know what?
What was that like?
It's kind of weird because I don't think about it up until, and I know people will say, "Oh, yeah, right," but I don't think about this thing up until people say it. Because that's why when you said it, you saw my face. I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Team Triple Espresso.
Yeah, and I was like, "What?"
It's iconic. Though.
But then, obviously, then you brought me back into it. But it's weird that, for me, I love the game. I wanted to play, leave a print, and not so much leave a print, but what did you do that did elevate your position? Mm-hmm. Did you separate yourself from the mass? Yeah. That's something that I wanted to do
you
also.
Did that.
No, but you win stuff. Yeah. But what do you style? You know how you used to wear your jersey, socks over the knees.
Iconic.
Do you know I used to get at the time. I used to get killed for it.
The gloves with
the gloves with shorts, light blue.
Yeah, come on.
But that was me, and then also making in people's mind that the 9 is not only a goal scorer.
It's not Alan Shearer, Les Ferdinand. It's not
No,
just that. No, they're amazing. Trust me.
Outstanding.
Yes,
but
they're amazing.
I
But it's
wasn't
not
them.
just facts. So you have to
I
find
wasn't them. Why are you trying to
make me them?
Like, why are you? I wasn't the box player.
Yeah.
Like, right? I wasn't the box player. I didn't have that in me. I didn't have that. So why are you trying to force me to play a certain way where people are going to see my weaknesses?
Yeah.
I need to find a way where, so I was bending my runs, dropping, running.
Flicking the ball out back to goal, falling in the top corner. Yeah.
No, but you know what I mean?
Breaking the mold.
I needed to bring people on my turf.
Yeah.
Where I felt comfortable, my house, my garden. Like, come here, then I can try to deal with what I bring you out of your comfort zone to mine. But to go back to I don't, you know what? I don't think about it. I'll be honest with you. I just don't think about it. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't. Like, it's funny, you know why? Because I'm reliving my life and reliving being a proper fan. Not that I'm not a proper fan, but now when I watch a game, I watch the game as a coach.
Right.
I don't just watch the game. I watch the game as a coach. Oh, yeah. 4-4-2, they should go in 4-2. No, tactically they've done it. So I don't watch. But now, through the eyes of my kids, I'm being a fan again.
Yeah.
And so, my son is funny. My son is like, hey, you played?
No, my son's the same.
Yeah. I went, yeah. Then he went, well, where are the stuff? Like I don't see anything else. I'm like, well, I don't need to. That is true.
Are you good? Like,
I don't need to put stuff on the wall or to prove that I've done things. And then he was like, And I went, what do you mean? He went, no, but you did you really play? So obviously I went, what do you want to see?
Too.
He said, kids, I want to see the golden boot. I want to see, gold. I'm trying to tell him that it's so important. Every time it's important to pass the ball. You can be that guy. You can be the defender. But I want to see the kind of shit. So obviously I said, okay. He looked at the golden boot. He went, yeah, that's right. Then he left.
No way.
I said, hey. Come back. Okay, now you're going to see everything. I was like, this one is when I was 20. It was like, like I bought him with it. But through them, I'm reliving my life, the life that I lived. Because, it's kind of weird. You don't tend to stop and enjoy. Yeah. This is what I did my last year at Barcelona when I knew I was going to leave Europe. I enjoyed the celebration. Because usually you celebrate, you don't watch the celebration.
Yeah.
So you don't.
Well, usually for you celebrate.
Yeah.
You don't. It's like usually you celebrate. No, you.
But usually you celebrate. But then that year, I was trying to see everything because you play. You don't. You don't leave the moment.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
No, 100%.
I always say you suffer for a year. You leave the cup for 5 seconds, maybe 6.
Then back to
and as soon as you put it down, who can win it again?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, you go on holiday mindset already. Yeah. They're gonna come back strong next year.
Yeah, you start thinking.
How can I change my game?
Yeah.
People start to know how you play. Blah 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 blah. So you kind of, but yeah, you don't stop. Like you asking me about the ad. People ask me about some other stuff that I have in my life or people did, and I'm like, yeah, it's true. But for me, what was very important, and you know that, Brad and Connor, for me, I always say the most important thing people always talk about my goals. I always talk about my assists.
Yeah. But I think that's you you can see that though. If you train with,
listen,
because we train with him. But I see that.
Yeah.
No, obviously you see that because you see that, but you know also, you know, you played with me, and people always like, Thierry, you never love when you score.
Yeah.
And I said, I love when I pass the ball.
Yeah, you like that. Yeah.
Watch, I used to pure joy.
Yeah.
You see my teeth, big lips everywhere.
Assist,
when I used to give an assist.
Yeah.
When I used to score, I was,
That's crazy.
I'm supposed to do. You gave me the ball, I put it in.
Yeah.
But for me, it's all about sharing.
Yeah.
And people, I always say, and the guys Van Basten was the guy that I used to idolize when I was younger. But Michael Laudrup for me was,
That's your player?
Yeah, because sharing.
Yeah.
Used to arrive in front of the goalkeeper, dominate the keeper.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Do you remember that day when I gave you that ball at Dallas?
Dallas, you got in trouble.
But we scored.
Yeah, we scored.
Mike said, "Why you didn't shoot?"
Yeah.
Huh? I said, "Well, wait, Mike, we scored." Yeah, but I wanted you to score. I said, "No, the team has to score."
Doesn't matter. Yeah. I remember that.
You give an assist and people question the assist. It was funny.
You look like you had something.
No, I was just thinking about you were saying your face when you score. It's like, no, just score.
Yeah,
and
I remember I was saying, oh yeah, you got that. Show him that picture.
Which one?
This is funny.
So I was thinking of this moment in my head, and it was like one of my.
What was that again?
No, it was one of my funniest moments. So.
Well, Red Bull or my career?
No,
Red Bull.
no, Red Bull.
I did some stupid stuff.
Nah, this ain't bad.
No,
This ain't bad. This is just funny. This is just This is so you look at her face.
That's me.
It's like no one's on his shoulder.
But that's my dad though.
Is that what you get at it?
There you go.
That's my dad.
So I'll tell you the story.
That's when my dad is happy. That's my dad smiling.
That's you though.
That's my dad smiling. Fully smiling.
Yeah.
Tell me the story.
That was I think we're playing New England at home. And I think something happened before. I think
it has to be.
You were angry with the ref over something.
Was I?
There it is.
Between the two of you, I don't know. I don't know who hated refs more.
Yeah.
But
you.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
This guy.
Yeah. With your big head going up.
Bottom lip just. But go on, so.
No, but I think I just hooked the ball up field clearance. And
anywhere.
Obviously, anywhere in your vicinity, it's like get safe.
Yeah.
But I think you bodied about 2 defenders off, chipped the keeper, go to the corner.
I remember that one.
Go to the corner flag. I think you shattered the corner
flag.
flag.
That's the day I pulled my hamstring, I think.
Oh, yeah?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I scored before. I moved the guy. Yeah, I remember the goal.
So, and I remember I was like, I'm pretty sure it was my first assist.
First assist, you're buzzing.
I don't know if it
He's
was
happy.
considered assist. And it was
I was on this.
I'm sprinting upfield. I'm like, oh my God, I just assisted Thierry Henry. This is like my dream come true. And I just go up and I like jump to like kind of like, I don't know what I was jumping
You're
to,
thinking he's going to catch you.
Like it was going to be a magical moment. You were going to swing me off. And I just like bumped off of you like a flea. And I think I high-fived someone. I just ran back to my position. I was like, all right, we're good. But no, but that's the
yeah.
But that's what people see. That's what people see and think like,
but that's the thing. But I train with you every day, play with you every day. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I respected you so much, and I think that was.
But that's my thing. That's my thing. That's what I said to Brad. I said that because obviously I was always with Brad, Lloyd, team, whatever. And I always used to say, listen, if I don't like, what don't they understand? You know, sometimes I could see some guys where. You know, I'm like, if I don't like you, I don't speak to you.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Why would I waste time?
Yeah.
You know, some guys I didn't speak on the team to because just because. It's like, just no, we were not going to go anywhere with some. But if I speak to you, it's because I like you. I can see what you can bring to the team, and I can see that some guys were daydreaming and sleeping. No, but not in a bad way.
I got here, there was, you might not want to leave this in, but I got there, there's a DJ,
Brad.
Confused, bro. Montreal, what was that?
It was a DJ, part-time footballer. You think I'm joking?
No, I believe you, but
hey, I won't say names.
Yeah.
One time I arrived, I didn't know, so I arrived. You know me, 7:30. Sometime I was already there. At Montreal State University, man, the field.
I got there the day after.
I mean, you just came from Barcelona as well. This has got to be like culture
that's
shock.
Crazy.
This
People
culture
think
shock.
about that. You come from Barca, you walk into.
No, but do you remember what was on the field most of the times?
Yeah, goose.
I heard, yeah.
Hey,
I'm like kicking it off.
I didn't see it.
headers. I'm not hitting that thing. Are you mad? We were. I'm leaving. You look at my football boots. They're full of you know what.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
No. That's funny though. But then we went to the new place. That was alright.
The new place was not. Yeah, that was much.
You got some burritos, breakfast.
So I arrived at Montreal.
Yeah.
I swear. You know that one.
What? Yeah.
Montreal.
Yeah.
So when I said to you, it was tight. If I did this, I touched the two walls.
Yeah.
No joke. And I hear this.
What?
So I'm like, David, okay?
Yeah. Forgot about David.
I'm like, okay, what? Keke? Like, what? Can you not hear?
Who was it?
Going at the back. I see a cover, someone in it. Lift it. What are you doing here? Oh, I was DJing last night to make sure that I wasn't going to miss training. I came.
And just let them. You can't let Thierry Henry catch you like that. That's stupid.
I was like, what?
Spot.
What? So, sometimes from time to time I DJ. What?
Were you done with him after this point? Were you?
What? What do you do? Man.
Yeah.
I was like, anyway, let's not go back. My hair's gonna start to grow back if I start to talk about this, man. But anyway, no, it was a challenge.
Yeah.
Along the way for me, my view of it is more like trying to make you guys understand the mindset. Yeah. And I so wanted to win because I think for the fans, they deserve it for a very long time. I understood it. I understood the fans. I understood the pain. I understood everything. And I want to win more than anyone in the world. Mm. But for me, the mindset. Yeah. The mindset. I don't know. Yeah, obviously I left. But the mindset, making everyone understand what it takes to just be a professional. Mm. I'm not asking you to be Piqué. I'm not asking you to be Messi. I'm not asking you to be Robert Pires or Patrick Vieira. Just a normal athlete.
Yeah. I think it's still a little behind with that still.
But you know what I mean? Like, very important. Like, having food in the morning for the players. Yeah. As you know, not some players used to roll. Yeah. Like, man. It's like in, you remember Benny Hill?
Yeah, Benny Hill.
One day I arrive in training. And I see, I swear, 10 guys coming out of the same car. I'm like,
it's like a clown car.
And the car is small as hell. Hey, and I see them tight, backpack, and you can see they don't have breakfast, already, nothing. No, yeah. They walk in.
And now you expect them to play well and train well.
I was like, yeah. What's that? We're trying to save money for petrol. So they were all, is that not true? Yeah. You guys were all, I don't know. They were all sleeping in the same house, taking the car and going to training, tight as hell. I'm telling you. You see our Bowser in
America. Yeah.
So, head coming out, feet, legs. I'm like, hey. I'm like, but why? Oh, you know, we're living together.
Yeah, because they don't pay them anything. Well, we'll get into that another day.
But I felt, oh, you don't even understand. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Danley Bowman, and Danley told me what he was on. Mm-hmm. What?
Those young contracts work.
What? I would have been in that car too. On the bonnet.
Just facts.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Nah, it's changed a lot.
No.
A lot,
Yeah,
but they still can look after people.
Understand me well, but I was like, wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
You guys are so good. No, but it was, listen, some funny stories that I can't tell them all.
Nah, it need to be late night for some of the after hours episode for TT to really go into some stories.
But like I said to you, you know what? I never had the chance, you know what to say. I was looking forward to come back to the Red Bull Arena with Montreal, and then COVID happened.
I know.
Oh, I couldn't. You know, I think the club reached me a couple of times to come and just do a kickoff and just and I couldn't.
Well, it's
couldn't.
dope. I
was working, or I was with. I think I was with the national team of Belgium once. Another time, obviously, I was in Montreal. I couldn't do it, and COVID happened.
Right.
And then I was looking forward to come back. I came back. I couldn't. Obviously, as you know, I came back at the training ground and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
You were not there, but that was great to see everybody.
Well, you can do it now, no?
Yeah, we got that moment.
No, yeah.
Sick.
Well, hopefully, but yeah, it's a special place for me. I'll be honest with you. Like wherever I played only in one team, and you guys know, and there's nothing above Arsenal. So I don't even mention Arsenal. So no, there is nothing above Arsenal.
Greatest
it's like
team on earth.
When you talk about basketball, for me, it's Michael Jordan and the rest. It's like the same with just because it's my era.
Of course.
I'm not disrespecting anyone, but Arsenal is Arsenal. But when I get the love when I go to Barcelona, even Juve, I get the love. Although I was there for a minute and a half. Here also I get the love. Although I coach Montreal, but people
still,
understand that. It's great, really. But you know what? One of the most important things for me is what you leave behind. And again, I go back to winning or not winning. It helps, obviously, but it's also how you were as a person.
Yeah, of course.
And I know our stuff, for sure. Our stuff for myself, guys. That's something that you need to also understand. So I was expecting.
Yeah, the same back.
The same, and I was expecting people to, like that day you kicked me. I needed that. I needed to get kicked in training. If not, you're not raising your game. Yeah. If you don't train well, you can't play well. And I needed that in training sometimes. To get kicked and everything. That's why maybe I was, that's why I was missing that sometimes. And then you go and play at the weekend. You didn't get challenged during the week.
Yeah, it's not easy to go in a game now and be.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
the best thing that I had in all the teams that I played. And the toughest thing that I had to endure was training. Mm-hmm. Because if I name the names of the players that were in my squad, that's what you have every day. People will tell you, "Oh my God, thank God I only have those guys twice a year." Mm-hmm.
Oh,
every day.
Whole career.
Every day you play against Marquez, or you play against Puyol, or you play against Piqué, or you play against this, or you play against Thuram, or you play against Desailly, or you play against Sol Campbell, Martin Keown will bite you like he's having a wing, like chicken wings.
Good luck.
No, that's what I'm saying, and so you can't fall asleep when you play. That's why sometimes I was like, it's like people come in training, they're like, ooh, they top each other. I'm like, what?
Le soleil.
So stupid. I'm like, come on, man, let's have a go. Let's battle. That's all it is. But no, I've only loved, and I remember there's something that I'm proud of, and I'll say it. I remember it was with. I think with Sean, I did that. Sean Rees, I think I did that. I was like, hey, I want the armband to be black and red.
Yeah,
dope.
That
was sick. That armband's sick.
They went, what? I said, what do you mean what?
Yeah,
but trying to, and I understood. Don't get me wrong. And I understood totally. They're like, yeah, but this is Red Bulls and do you know? I said, hey, the armband, black and red. And then I said, hey, if there is a problem, send them to me. And I won then that day, and I think I scored that day. But then, and I showed it to the fans.
Yeah.
They went nuts.
And what I'm saying is, that's the past.
Yeah.
You can't forget about the past in order to be present in the future. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Then those were your first colors. And then what happened the year after was in the color.
Yeah, it's in the color.
Right
Facts.
there.
It was. It was.
But that's what I'm saying. But and I nearly got killed when I said I want the armband black and red. Why? I said, because that's the club. That's the history. Whatever the name is, that's the history of the club.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? Whether it changed or not, the last year at Highbury,
you can't forget.
color of Arsenal was burgundy.
It's sick.
That was the first time they were. That's what I'm saying. You have to, because along the way, you have people in that stadium that were Metro Stars fans.
Yep.
So the club changed, yes, and rightly so, and I was happy, don't get me wrong, and everybody's but every now and then...
Let's not forget. Let's not forget,
And I see now you have the black and red shirt, and
true.
whatever, and that's bad because that's how it is.
Yeah.
And people has to relate, people has to identify themselves, and yet they make the switch, but...
Yeah, let's not forget.
You know what I mean? It's important. Those are the things that sometimes I was getting my nose in. And I know maybe I shouldn't have done it, but for me, you got to be real. And I know, and I said, whenever I was upset with a fan, I used to tell him like he was upset with me. No problem. Same at Arsenal, you believe it or not. Like when someone said something, what did you say?
Yeah.
What? And then but that's me though. Yeah. But I also understand the fans. That's what my club, that's the club of the fans. It always be that way. I always say that whether it's the Red Bulls, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Barcelona, fans matters for me. And the way you're gonna let me know how you feel about me, the way I'm gonna let you know so I feel about you.
Yeah.
Right. But it is your club first and foremost, and this is why I did that day with the armband, because I thought that don't forget about the past. It's very important.
No, that was a nice touch. That was sick.
I mean, that, and I mean, I think that when we won the first Shield, getting it immediately, giving it to Fernando, I think that was that just speaks to who you are as well. Obviously Fernando been there since day one. Shout out Poppy for sure.
What guy.
That's my guy. I mean, look, I have goosebumps.
What a guy.
Got goose pimples.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fernando is, for me, the amount of times with his family and the way he was bringing stuff with Sean in the morning, those little bread, Colombian love, the way he loves the club is beyond anything. Obviously, Sean used to make me laugh, man. I'm looking at him, it's like, you think you're gonna play? So his boots on, shorts, he's warming up. And I'm like, he said, I'm ready, man, I'm ready. I'm like, but you're not playing, right?
Sean's got more boots in it than anyone.
I'm looking at him, he's running, hair. Sometimes the ball was, when someone was warming up in front of the goal, ball is coming, it's like, you can see he's running quick and he's shooting. Bah! I'm like, you're not playing? Anyway, anyhow, but hey, the love, the time that they steal, what is that stuff, but him, the mom.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow. I still don't know how he got that car though. You know the car that he had? Sean, you don't remember this car?
Yeah.
No, the job plays well. He had a better car than Danley Bowman. No, but joking aside, I mean, Fernando and Sean and the mom, I mean, they gave me so much love when I arrived, and things were not always easy. And I used to go sometime and talk to him, whether if it was at the stadium when I arrived early or at the end. I mean, it's just crazy.
No,
really.
He's unbelievable. Papi is the best.
No, seriously.
The whole family, they're amazing.
The whole family, I have a lot of time for them. Outstanding. Hopefully, I don't know if, I I don't know if Fernando's going to be there at the game, but
Man,
I
can't
think
see him
he's
missing
usually
it.
there most
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
I can't see him missing it.
Yeah, and I'm sure
it's
if
tough. It must be tough also for him not to be.
He struggles to stay away. He struggles.
That's
He'll come. You see him picking up bibs and
Really?
Oh, he's there training all the time. He
dude,
retired,
like-
but now he's
he still
he's
comes
always
over.
he's always back
Oh,
there.
man, what a family!
Yeah.
You do that
What-
long.
what
It's
a
like
guy.
how do you switch that off?
Yeah.
That's life.
It is great. Do you guys still have the burritos?
What do they have
we were
now?
talking
What
about
was
the burritos on the way.
You still have them?
Nah. They got like
You still love your.
hot sauce.
The hot sauce, little ketchup.
Little hot sauce, ketchup. Get it down, yo.
Man, I battled for that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I used to get killed.
Yeah,
Oh, Thierry is not happy. I'm like, but it's not for me. It's like
They
for
gotta eat.
everybody. Yeah, right. And I'm like, you think I'm
I'm gonna have 25 burritos. Yeah.
Oh,
I hear you.
Thierry's not happy. And then you guys were like, I was getting all the hate, and you're like,
We come
thank
back.
you. I'm like, but then I look like I was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Thierry, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, Brad, yeah, I know. No, can you ask for? I'm like, then they're gonna say I'm demanding stuff. It's annoying. But anyway, yeah. But I seriously, I didn't mind that.
Yeah. Nah.
I didn't mind getting killed with the pepper. As you know, I didn't mind getting killed. If it was for the good of the team, it doesn't matter. I really didn't mind. Anyway, I was going to get killed, so it didn't really bother me.
You still threw some good parties, but one apartment like
Hey.
good parties. Top tier,
Yeah, that's
Dancing, eh?
top tier, man.
That was good.
Yeah,
couple
That was good.
couple mojitos.
couple more.
Nah, that was good. That was good. Really, I had a good time. Apart when I didn't have one. But no, I had a good time. Seriously, even now looking at it, like I said, the most important thing is what you guys took on board to make sure that you were trying to be better.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing for me. If you understood what it was, it's funny how people don't tend to say it at the time because you kind of think that I'm having a go. And I was having a go, in all fairness. But
Yeah,
for the
that's
good of the
okay.
team.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They say that like it's such a negative. That's okay. Like if something's not up to a standard or like why can't it be said? I'm telling you, just because it's you saying it, then it's a problem. But
You
I
take,
think-
it was.
you take the information or you don't.
yeah, you don't. It's up to you. It's simple.
Yeah, maybe, but now I'm more composed, but in the heat of a battle, I
You're
can't,
gonna be you. Yeah, you're not gonna.
I can't put a comma, question mark. I can't, man.
Yeah, like that.
Like if we play now, it's on.
You bring
But
it
if I
up.
have to step on your head to score a goal, I
Yeah,
step on your head.
yeah.
Then I bring you to the hospital after. Kindness after the win.
I hear you.
You stepped on Toti's back, I think, for the
Yeah, for the header.
The I remember me and my brother practice that 100%.
Oh my God.
God.
I mean, that was iconic.
He had, I remember they put something to protect his back.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm Totti,
Yeah.
It's like,
You're gonna jump on his back.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
no.
Well, we got a friend on Rankum actually.
Let's
Know?
get
'Cause
let's get Rankum done, and we're gonna get you out of here. But I mean,
I don't really. Yeah.
we got Rankum presented by NJIT. I mean, this is gonna be a big one because someone who obviously played in the World Cup, won a World Cup. I imagine how your list is gonna go, but we're gonna rank our top 3 World Cup moments. And I mean, for me,
I'm not even ranking it. Mine, I just got a Zidane headbutt in there.
Wow.
Oh,
Really?
That's all I,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
Zidane, I love
well,
that.
Brad's
Really?
Yeah, I love
that-
that guy, bro.
Ju-
He
that's
just
one
went
of
out.
your- that's one
He
of
went
your
out
top
like a
moments.
G. Like
That's
he's
one
done
of
after that. That was his last. It's just amazing.
Okay. All right. Bang.
But yeah, so I'm just here to hear his.
Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, T, obviously, I want to hear, I think winning the World Cup might be on that list. It might crack the list. I'm not quite
Winning
sure,
it
but
will be top. Winning it at home, 20 years old. It's like if you win it at Wembley.
It's what dreams.
It's
This
like
is a dream, no?
30 kilometers away from where I grew up.
it's unbelievable.
And I used to pass it.
All the time.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, the World Cup is in France soon. It'll be nice to have some tickets. But that's what you do, I'm
Yeah.
Look, it took them 2 to 3 years, so I'm like 16, 17.
Yeah,
I remember when I used to arrive from Monaco to Charles de Gaulle. So you arrive and then you go in Paris because I had to meet with the national team or whatever, and you're like,
One day, maybe.
No, you like,
not
not
yeah.
even one day. You're like, oh, the World Cup is in France. I can't wait. It'd be nice to have some tickets. You're 16, 17.
Yeah, you're not even thinking that far ahead.
You know, you have it in the back of your head somewhere, but come on, let's all be honest, right? You're not thinking you're going to be there winning it. Or you might think you might be there, but then winning it and all the things that happen. So, yeah, you know, winning it at home. I'm 20. You know, you start in the national team with that. You know, I think when I won it, I barely had 10
Yeah, how many?
caps.
That's what I mean. That's crazy.
Not even.
That's
I didn't even have a proper mustache. Nothing.
That's probably better.
Mustache was
Like
That's better than what I could do right now.
No, seriously. I was, you know, and then you leave the World Cup, man. They shouldn't even have let me leave the World Cup with that mustache. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. That would it's impossible to repeat that. And then and then I would say the goal against Brazil. Why? I would say the goal against Brazil because that was the first assist of Zidane to me. And it was a thing in the national team. It became heavy for us.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It became heavy. It was always the talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
They never heard it. Okay, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And, you know, me and him.
Yeah.
Wow. I had an explanation because he used to pull on the left and I used to pull on the
You're
left.
there too, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we were, you know, it was his first assist to me. I gave him one before, or two, or something like that. But it wasn't good enough for me.
He's got to play it.
I'm like, but we won the World Cup and we won the Euro like that. He never bothered you.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start to, you know, have some problem,
Now it's like,
wait.
he never assisted him ever. Yeah.
Let's go to the record book.
And then, you know, and then it happened against Brazil and the game that Zizou had that day also, and then beating Brazil again.
Yeah.
You know, that will go also. And then after, I'll just say my first goal against South Africa.
Yeah, sick. You scoring the World Cup, it's like...
My first goal also, you know what? My dad was at the stadium in Marseille.
Celebration, straight face? I can't remember. I can't picture it.
Yeah.
Just straight face, just a TT face.
I didn't even know where to go. I went right, I went left, I went right. You see the Saïd trying to catch me.
I think you went.
The Saïd and Thuram trying to catch me.
Yeah.
And then I went to the corner flag and celebrated by the corner flag. And yeah, you know, it's just... But for me, so, you know, people always ask top 3, top this, top that. But I always say, you know, you're nothing without your team. And you know that, guys. You know, I need... Whether you're at the top of your game or you're not at the top of your game, even more so when you're not at the top of your game, you need help. Yeah. You know, you need understanding. And I always remember that game. You remember that game in Kansas City? Mm-hmm. We were losing in Kansas City, and when we ended up winning 2-1, you scored 2.
No, that was at home, though, no?
No,
because
away.
we played them away.
No, away, you scored.
Yeah.
I played you a ball from getting the ball from the goalkeeper. I played you a ball from the line.
Sick. Yeah. And then under,
Do you remember what I told you that day?
No, tell me the
I won't name names, but I'm like, Brad, stay on that center back. Let the other one have the ball. But Brad, stay on that guy. And he wasn't listening to me. He keeps on running.
I feel like I'm not working or something.
Yeah, it was, but I feel like I'm not doing anything. I said, sometimes the best thing is not to move. Stay on that center back. This guy cannot pass water.
Yeah.
He will give us the ball every single time. He was trying to go from one to the other. Half time I said, Brad, if you move, I was about to swear.
You can swear.
I was like, Brad, if you move again, I'll tackle you.
Yeah.
He went, okay. And then they couldn't bring the ball out.
Yeah. They were fucked after that.
They couldn't bring the ball out. Yeah. And he went, hey, it's good then.
This one is not bad.
This one is
not bad. And then you scored 2.
No, I think, was it 1 or 2 this game?
You scored 2.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe just 1 that game.
Johnny scored the first one. Johnny still.
Oh, was that the one downfield? Did they throw?
Yeah. And then you scored the second one.
Yeah, it's 1.
With the line.
Yeah.
And we won 2-1 at Kansas City.
Yeah. Not easy to win there.
No. They were good, eh?
This team is not bad, huh?
No, but, you know, for me, I go back to that. People always, you tend to understand with age that, you know, you can score solo goals, you can score this, but if I didn't play with the likes of, I won't name everybody because the list will be long.
That's the last person that could be able to say that on this podcast, my God.
Yes, the list will be long, man. But you need a team. And that's the thing that at times, I guess, as you said, we had a little, I would say, struggle to create. Mm-hmm. We had good individuals, but we struggled to create a team. And whenever we started to create one, it was because it was we need to do it now.
Yeah.
But if you play the whole season
yeah.
with that mindset, we would have been okay. 100%. And every time we did it when we're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
you remember?
Yeah.
And then we went into, we need to have meetings and stuff and whatever. And then you managed to make the playoffs because we went on a run. That last season, I think we only lost against New England at home in the last 8 games. We won 6, a draw, and then they beat us at home. Remember they beat us at home, afternoon game? They beat us at home. Anyway, anyhow. But and that's my thing. If you don't play as a team, I don't care who you have in your team, you're not winning. You're not winning. Yeah. And then the guy
someone's going to need to make a play
will make you win. But the teams that I've seen in MLS win is when there was no gap in between the so-called big player and the so-called guy that maybe not the best on the team.
Yeah.
When you have not zero gap, but when the quality is almost the same throughout the whole team and the lines, when you have a unit,
you got a chance here. Yeah,
you have a chance.
That's how Kansas were. That's how that kind of team was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You remember when they won they won that season? I think it's Aurélien Collin that won MVP of the final, and he had a great season because he scored a header in a final. But what I'm trying to say is that a team thing. So obviously I'm gonna mention this because it's a personal thing. But look, I had the opportunity to play with great players, but nobody gave me anything. So I'm not going to sit here and say also, oh my God, no, I earned it. Nobody gave me anything. Like I always say, I get annoyed when people say I have to give back. I used to say that also. Then I slapped myself one day and I said, stop saying that. You don't have anything to give back. You have a lot to give. But I don't have anything to give back. What am I giving back? Like I worked hard. People helped me along the way, yes, but if you don't perform, people don't help you.
Facts.
Do you understand what I mean? When you're at the bottom and you're struggling somewhere, I don't see a lot of hands trying to help you out. So they help you out when you can perform. Or people are nice to you and they smile when you can perform. Even if you're the biggest in the world, they're like, nice. "Oh, is he late? I didn't see him." Like, no, he scored 3 goals. Is he late? Is he going to make the squad? Yeah, he will make the squad. Even the players will say he should play. You know what I mean? As soon as you're late and you don't score,
fine, spin the wheel.
You know, but anyway, anyhow. So that's what I'm saying. I have a lot to give to the game, but I don't have anything to give back. You understand what I mean? Like, because people always go like, oh, you know, I feel like I owe it. You don't know anything. You don't know anything to anyone. You know, understand the difference. I'm not saying you shouldn't give, but I have nothing to give back.
Yeah, I get it.
And that's the difference. But for the top 3, you know, that will be my top 3 really. Let me think. After we lost against Italy, so that's a tough one. But Brazil, for the reason that I explained, and it's Brazil also. You're knocking out Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, it's everyone's second team. Brazil, right?
Yeah, and then also 98 is Brazil.
Yeah.
And then South Africa, my first goal. It's funny how the football works. That was my first goal in the national team, my first cap in the national team, and my last cap against South Africa.
It's a weird ride how that happens.
100 goal for Arsenal, all competition, Birmingham. 200 goal, Birmingham. First goal in the league, Southampton. 100 goals in the league, Southampton.
It's crazy.
And when I came back to play for Arsenal, the comeback goal, the goal against Leeds. So we just turned 2012, number 12. That was the 12th time I played against Leeds. 12 goals, 12 minutes to go.
That's what? That's crazy.
That is
wild.
That is crazy. So sometimes
there's supposed to be a film on UTT. Just with those things, there's supposed to be a movie.
No,
let's get going.
And say what? And do what?
That is funny. I can tell them some stuff, but off air. There's stuff you can put in a movie.
But I remember that day. Is it too tight now?
Is it still too tight? Guess not.
For you, it's not. Yeah.
For mere mortals.
Yeah.
No, it's.
I'm joking.
But this is what I'm saying. You know, I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying amateurs calls it genius. I always said that, and it used to be on my Instagram. And the master calls it training, practice. This is what people do not understand. When they see the finished article, they go like, yeah, but it's you.
Yeah. It wasn't always like that.
I'm like, what do you mean? You should have seen me cross the ball with my left foot when I was young. or dribbling or anything.
It's true. It kind of discredits all the work you've kind of
that's
done.
I get annoyed.
That's
Repetitions creates habits.
Yeah.
I always said that. And, people always go like, yeah, but it's you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I put the hours.
Like
I didn't wake up bending a ball in the top corner.
Thanks.
You mad? You see my big feet?
Yeah.
I had to work on that. My toes are like this.
Praying.
And now I won't even talk about yours.
No, my toes are calm. My toes are all right. Don't do that. Well, we'll get them out one day.
What are you talking about? No, don't.
No, you're getting mine mixed up with somebody.
No, they're clear. Oh, no, man. Hey, you?
No, we got to do. I think you're mixing me up with someone else.
I saw them.
You gotta be. You gotta be mixing them up with someone
They're
else.
like clothes.
Don't let me get my toes out here. I'm not gonna get my toes
Brad's
out.
about to put his toes on the table.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, and I know it's important to say that because yes, you're gonna have a certain gift. The only gift I was quick.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
I was fast.
True. No, I hear
that's
you.
about
It does discredit your work
I
that you put
was
in.
just fast, and when people tell me, yeah, but T, it was you. I'm like, yeah. But do you know how hard it was to arrive there? The amount of hours of work, of looking and watching and seeing, watching games, thinking what I can do, how I can take that into my game. How now, yes, see, space, when. I always say this is what and I will finish with that. Because I get annoyed when people do not recognize the skill of a football player. Pisses me off. Because a bicycle kick, they will recognize that, right?
Yeah.
Because not everybody can do a bicycle kick or a volley or something out of this world. But people just think that a diagonal ball, you hit 80 yards away, winger making a run behind the right back. You need to make sure that ball is going to pass the winger and drop dead to the fullback. The right
Pass
back.
Pass the fullback.
Pass the head.
Over the head of the fullback.
In the space of the winger. Diagonal ball.
Right in his stride.
When the quarterback does that with his hand, it's a highlight reel.
Yeah, it's true.
Catch one hand. And the receiver, the right receiver, I'm not saying it's easy. It is a skill. And it should be recognized. Yes?
Yeah.
But it's not recognized when it's
football. It's like normal,
You're
right?
running, so, the right receiver, quarterback, throws the ball, and he's protected, by the way. When you receive the ball and the center forward is here, if you're a center back, if you take more than 1 second, he smashes you on the way.
Boom.
You don't have a pocket,
Yeah.
do you? You don't have a pocket. You throw the ball, the guy is running with his 2 feet, jumping, landing on his 2 feet, right, with his hand. Catch, brilliant. And he should be recognized again because it is outstanding. I can't do it.
I can't.
But when the football player jumps, gets the ball 1 foot in the air, full speed, toe pokes the ball down, go back on one of his legs, guy comes, blocks the guy, puts the ball down.
And no one's like nothing. It's just like, switching the play here.
Like-
That's what they say.
Yeah.
They just
Switch
switch
of play from number 26. What? What? To be able to visualize where the ball has to be, calculate the speed of the player, beat the right back, everything, the timing of the pass.
The things that go into
understanding,
it is crazy.
Control, 360 vision, not forward vision, tennis in front of you, golf in front of you, American football in front of you, wide receiver, different ball game. And rugby in front of you. And understand me well, I repeat, outstanding. I have mad respect. But sometimes people devalue the skills of a football player because we make it look easy. And also everyone think that they can play football.
Yeah, why is that?
Because everyone think that they can play football. And I always say, not at that level. Yeah, you can play football.
Yeah.
But at that level, football will play you.
I've seen it play a few people.
No, you love, but controlling. Look, when someone pings the ball at you, Brad, center back coming behind you, hard. Hold it. Hey,
Bro,
hold it.
Yeah, I had PTSD.
What?
From the academy, I had PTSD from that, bro. Sorry, I shouldn't even throw that word around, but I'm just like, seriously.
No, I know what you mean.
Scared.
I know, because if you lose it, the crowd, everybody.
Everyone, or the coaches, hold it. And
Yeah.
like for games, I was like so scared to go and get the ball.
You know how that is. You can't catch it with your hands.
It's easy to just go and catch it.
So
you got to control it, good touch, fight him.
This is what I'm saying. So I used to like to go sideways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to always ping a guy with my left side and go and get the ball. So the distance is way further than what it's supposed to be if you stand.
Yeah, you got more distance
exactly.
now. If you're,
But you know how it is. This is what I'm saying. To have one side of your body hard and the other one soft.
Relax to like control it. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Because the ball's going to give you what you give the ball. Yeah. If you're hard, ball leaves you straight away. You got to be soft. The same when you're running. So this is what people, Thierry, you're faster.
Yeah, not just.
I'm like, with the ball.
Different.
You know, if you have power without control, you know, where are you going?
Like a certain centre back.
No, but you know what I mean. And so when you play, no, don't say names.
I did it.
No, but you know when you dribble.
Yeah.
So you look, you see the path. This is how I used to do it. So I always say the best camera that you have is your brain. Yeah, people wants to buy cameras and stuff. The best is your brain.
Yeah.
You turn, boom, picture. You turn, boom, picture, as you know, because it's 360. You turn, boom, boom, you get the ball, boom. What was the path? That's what I saw. Okay, let's go. But now, corner comes, I need to push the ball far enough from corner to make sure that I pass him, but not too far because the other guy will get it. But I need to push it far enough to lure him to come to me.
It's a science.
Right? But then, corner is pushing me while I'm running. So I need to block him. I'm on one leg, see the game, who's moving.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Can't lose the touch of the ball, someone else is coming, and I need to do the same thing again.
It's a science.
You see, it took how long to speak and think about that one. I'm not running with the ball in my hand and slaloming in between people. It's there.
Yeah.
You know, if I ask you to take my glasses now, you're not going to take it with your dirty, crusty feet. You're going to go with your hands because that's, you know, you take everything. More touch.
Yeah.
More touch.
Yeah.
It's like in basketball, they cross over people. Cross over someone with your feet. Like on the video.
Yeah. It's true.
And don't fall.
Like, the dude on the
But this is what I'm saying.
It's underrated. It's kind of like, it's not appreciated.
If it's a bicycle kicker shot from 35 yards, top corner.
Yeah.
Man, I scored goals where they were more difficult to execute than the one you like.
Yeah.
But it went unnoticed because...
it doesn't have that.
Because... No, but
maybe
because,
they just don't know enough about the game to appreciate that, you know?
But because people always want to show the bicycle kick. And you know there is a lot of luck in the bicycle kick.
Yeah.
You just hit it. And sometimes you're like, oh, well, keep it on. Keep it on target. Sometimes you do aim because you see. But when you're like this, you don't see. If it's a scissor kick, you might
can see it
anywhere, anyhow. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes it's just like, switch off play. You know how hard you need to hit that ball to
there's a lot to account for.
Cross field.
There's a lot to account for in one of those passes, like a diag.
Man, stay in the box. I'll find you.
Stay in the box. That's the best thing I heard that season.
You did a very good job of that.
Brad, stop running.
You told me that when you first came too. When I got my visa and stuff sorted, you're just like, hey, just running behind, I'll find you. That was music to my ears, man. I never thanked you. Thank you.
Oh, come on, you did.
You're
agitating. You're moving. I said, you remember when I said to you, there is a window?
Yeah.
Because I always say to people, the two center back at one point, they slide.
Yeah. And
I remember I said to you, whenever I shift, I will make them slide. And at one point, there is a window in between the two. They're not holding hands.
Yeah.
So make sure you stay there, and the ball will come to you.
Amazing.
Every single time. But it didn't always work, obviously, because we don't win it. But we had fun.
Worked a lot. Did work a lot.
TT, man. Legend.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Really appreciate you coming on.
You guys will be at the game?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
We're going to have a nice little...
I'm gonna come find you.
Celebrating you.
I'm gonna come find you.
We're excited.
We didn't. Hey, the staff, they didn't really give us tickets like that. So
Well,
I guess I'll see if I'm at the. I don't know. It
Oh
depends.
my God, this guy! You just walk in the building.
Don't you have your own seat there?
Nah.
He can sit wherever he wants.
You don't have your own seat?
Yeah, maybe Stuart or you can hook me up with a ticket or something. We'll see.
You don't have your own seat?
Nah.
This guy goes where he wants.
You have your name in the stadium.
Yeah.
Name, number. Could be anyone.
99.
Could be anyone. 2-9. Yeah, but we'll see at the game.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, I'll act like I don't know you.
Imagine.
You're like,
he just walks by.
I'll be like when Connor gives me
see
that
me-
assist,
you'll-
and then I'll be like, whoops.
You'll see me
Seriously.
running down the hall. I'll be running down the hall of the suites to you.
Nah, man, listen. Thank you, really. Like I said to Stuart, you know me. I don't do stuff if I don't want to do it. Yeah. So I'm really happy to be here. I only have love for the team, for the club, and for you. You know, if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, I'm not trying to be big-headed. You know, here.
No,
you know me.
we know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it. So it was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for what you said. Thank you for what you guys said, because I didn't expect all those stories to come up, because you didn't have to say it.
No.
You know, and some people were like, "Oh, did you do that?" I was like, "I didn't know." I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" Yeah, he came out. They did.
I didn't know that.
I don't know where he came out, but he came out when I came back to play for Montreal, and I was like, "Wow, it was nice." It was nice. At least now people could balance it out.
Yeah.
And not only have the devil
the bad
guy,
the bad
you
guy.
know, and that used to pass the line and be a bit much, if I can say.
Yeah.
But it's all good now. But hey, don't poke me.
Don't poke the bear. Just so you guys know, GT's not bad, man. Good guy, funny guy.
The best.
Funny guy, man. Nice annoying, though.
Absolute baller. And yeah, no, I mean, I think you left this place much better than, when you came in here and everyone,
Well, if we're talking about the goose,
burritos,
you know what?
we get chicken.
Come on,
bun,
man.
We get
burritos.
Good stuff.
Hey,
Brad, I swear.
big time.
If you had trained on that field in Montreal.
Man.
Hey, but the crazy thing for me, that was like my mecca. That's where I wanted to be, That was like, I will pick up everything of Goose Poop just to be at Montclair. I remember coming up through the academy and training there. I come home cherishing those pieces of Goose Poop.
What are you talking about?
Just
No,
to
I
be
get
there.
it. No, but I get it. But
Yeah.
do you know, and this is music to my ears, because, you were satisfied with whatever.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's why the fans and everybody were so close to you, because we could see that whatever it was going to happen, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're going to work,
It's
you're going
gonna
to
work.
give your all.
100%.
And that's why you're still at this club, working for this club, and that's why people love you, because I think apart from that day when I just wanted you to be tougher, that's all.
No, I love that. I needed that.
But I always, even now, I'm like, I said, hey, Connor is a good kid, man. Well, kid, you're not a kid anymore, but you know what I mean.
Look like a kid.
Yeah, yeah, tiny bit high. But hey, man, thank you.
Thank you, T. Appreciate it, man.
Really appreciate it. And, we'll look forward to seeing you this weekend. And,
Bradley.
It's going to be.
It is. No, Bradley, seriously. Hey, how many goals did you score for the club?
You're going to think I'm lying, but I never know the exact amount. I don't know.
No,
I honestly
I know you're not lying because that's exactly you.
Yeah, I
How
don't
many
know
goals
the
did you score for the club, guys?
One, two.
Nobody knows.
They don't know. These guys are.
Jansen, mate.
I don't know,
Come on,
honestly, I wouldn't know. Maybe like
108.
108.
108.
Altogether?
That has to be in the
No.
league.
That's not-
Altogether.
yeah,
Altogether, maybe like
that's
1,
MLS.
2, 6,
All
1, 2,
comps.
4,
I would say
1, 2,
1,
1,
2,
2, 1, 2, 1, 2
4
something.
or
It's
something.
definitely 1,
What
2
is it?
something.
What is it?
1, 2, 4.
Da-na-na. This just in.
You can stop filming with this bit.
No, we're not stopping.
No,
we
can't
don't.
stop this.
No,
we need
no,
an
no.
answer. A cliffhanger.
No.
Hey, when the king leaves, I'll be in charge.
No. You have to. What?
108. That's
Oh,
MLS.
my man. That's MLS, but everything.
I think it's all comps. It's definitely 126.
108.
I said 28.
Oh, just for Red Bulls, 108 for Red Bulls. Yeah, that's
120.
what we were doing. Okay, cool.
Oh. Anyway, anyhow,
Anyway,
you miss 200.
That's why hasn't this come yet? I was thinking, why hasn't this come yet? Yeah, you're right.
missed
I
200.
could have had more. That season?
You were like this.
Yeah.
And then you're scoring a banger. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, the one
and
before.
miss 20 billion
Yeah.
1v1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned that. I got better. Every year I got a little bit. And I'm looking around, where's T? You would have liked that finish. I swear. When he wasn't here, sometimes I used to play.
Hey, I'm telling you.
You would have appreciated that one. You know?
In the back of everyone's
telling
head.
you, to roast the game, T.
No, I don't know if I did
That
that.
was I'll be like, yeah, that was my first chance. I scored it.
126.
I said 128. I wasn't
Hey,
far.
close. Nah, that's all comps. All comps, yeah.
You see?
126.
I know you, but you missed 220.
You could have had a ton
And
more.
with that, please.
No, with that. You're the king.
My God, no.
Embrace it.
Thank you.
We
I'm
got-
gonna ask who's in
Coming
charge
from
of
you,
the
that's
seats.
amazing.
Who's in charge of the seat charts at the stadium? You need your own seat. That red one, that the first guy that scored,
Yeah.
we need to take that out.
It's gone.
No disrespect, but
it gone?
They're all gone.
Are they gone?
They're all red now. You'll see it.
Oh, yeah.
so
I
what
should
is it?
know
It's
that.
blue then?
Everything. No, all the seats there are red.
But
now.
that guy still can
Yeah,
sit there.
No, that seat's gone. I think they auctioned that off. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's no longer there.
Oh.
All right.
Oh wow.
So you're gonna be 99 at the top over there. You watch the game on the roof.
I actually did a couple weeks
He
ago.
always does.
Yeah.
He always
That's
does.
where you go?
I never know where
Sometimes.
he is in there.
Sometimes. I don't want to hide.
Yeah, he's always.
Why do you want to hide?
No, because sometimes you have to do like, if I stand here, yeah. No.
He's got things to
Yeah,
do
it's just-
today.
yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just go up there.
Why?
Hey,
It's
if you
a
want to
good
find
view.
Brad, you want to find
It's a
Brad
good
this
view.
weekend.
To be fair, it's a good view.
It's a
but
good
why?
view in this, yeah. Because sometimes I have to do like appearances and these kind of things, you know. So it's just like.
For all you guys listening out there, make sure you check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see the video of today, go on New York Rebels.
I bet you get this
YouTube.
one out quick, this
Hey,
video, huh?
This one's gonna be good, huh? This
one
one's
would
not
be
bad,
my
huh?
friend.
Is
it
too tight?
Is it still too tight? Oh my God. Stuart, you had.
We'll be back later. See ya.